I think we are good to go. You probably just refresh the page and let's see again.
So I'm at history, view, reload the page. Okay. Yeah. Food fascinator. Oh my gosh, that sounds delightful. I love food. Okay, so I refreshed the page.
Okay.
It says
And
live video. Yeah, waiting for live video.
okay, on the left side it's go live. Did you press go live?
It's showing like it did this afternoon when we did our test. It's not showing anything. It's like blank.
Okay, just wait. It's probably going to come in. It's probably a connection bandwidth issue, so it'll come in. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Do you think we should, so you don't think I should start it again, try it again?
Yeah, just try it again, close the browser and just go back again to Samvedna Senior Care and try again.
Okay, I close the browser. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I am here. I'm on your page. Okay, I'll show you. I'm on that page, right? Can you see it? So I'm going to go to hit live. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit live. And it says live producer.
Does it say go live? Did you say use camera?
I'm going to show you, okay? I'm going to just flip this. Can you see? Whoops, there.
Yeah.
Can you see?
So can you click on use camera on the bottom, the middle one? Use camera.
This one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Click on. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
now I go live. Yeah.
Click on the website, go live. Yeah. Yeah. Now you're going to go live. Yep.
Oh my
Good.
goodness. Okay.
Okay.
So it's just loading up now.
You can click the camera. Yeah.
Okay. There we go. That was a bit of a
No, fine. That's fine. So let's just see now if we can see the live. Yes, we can see you live. So you're good to go.
And oh my gosh, I'm bigger than life right now. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much. And thank you everyone out there for your patience.
Yeah.
Hi,
So
Archana.
thank you all for joining. There's so many of you. Travels 27, Dimple, Surbi, Minakshi. So nice of you, Pritika. Food Fascinator, Dr. Kisley. We have, thank you all for coming in. Lavanya, Suresh, and Lokesh, Saad. Thank you all so much for joining in today. And I hope my audience on Facebook can hear me. And I'd like to introduce Fif Fernandes. She's from the MeDiCLown Academy. She's based out of Auroville, Pondicherry. The Fif's organization and Samvedna have been a part of the Yes Foundation cohort, and we were recognized as the 25 best social enterprises by Yes Foundation. So today, without wasting any more time, I think I'll hand it over to you, Fif. It's your show. So you may want to just talk a little bit about what is MeDiCLowning and what you do. And we are waiting for the laughter vaccine.
Ah, okay. Well, let me sort of combine everything all together. And first of all, thank you, Archana, for mentioning all of that. And yes, we are in Auroville, and it's wonderful, and it's green. And because it's so green, it's a little cool here. And yes, we were, what Archana didn't mention, which I think is super important, is that out of 11,500 organizations from across India, we were 22 or 25, I can't remember, that were selected. And we're going through a 3-year mentorship. Oh, someone said they can't see on Facebook Live. Oh,
That's okay. I'll take care of that.
okay, you take care of that. Thank you. Clowns taking care of that is not a good idea. So we were two out of 25, and we've had this wonderful, wonderful opportunity to meet with each other 3 times this year through a mentorship with all our other cohorts. And oh my gosh, it's been absolutely jam-packed, but each time I've had an opportunity to do a little bit of laughter. So I just want to start with doing a little bit of laughter, and then I'll tell you a little bit about MeDiCLown Academy, okay? So first of all, Travis, you're putting your thumb up. Great, great. So I am a medical clown. I trained, and I actually started in India when I was just a little girl. And then I've lived in Canada most of my life. I've come back to India. I am of Indian origin, and we started MeDiCLown Academy. And our goal is to train 5,000 people and to have them paid to do medical clowning. So this was my job. This was my profession in Canada at the Alberta Children's Hospital. So I just want everyone to take a huge, deep breath in, just like, ah. You gonna join with me there, Archana? Take a deep breath in. Ah. Deep breath in. Blow it out. Now, I want you, if you're on Instagram, you can see yourself, because as you go in, you go out. You're going to go in and look right into the camera. Out and in. Out. Now, so when you have grandchildren, or when you have any kids, they love this. It's like playing a little bit of peekaboo. You know how you play peekaboo with your hands? Thank you, Menashe. You play peekaboo with your hands. But now we're going to do it with the camera, okay? Are you set? You ready there, Archana? I'm going to play peekaboo with you. I'm going to go down. I'm going to go down. I'm going to go down. Peekaboo! I'm going to go down, down, down. And you're just going to see my peekaboo! You're going to go down, 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 down. Peekaboo! So we do all this wonderful nonsense. Now, I don't know, but I would suspect that when you are in lockdown, it's a little bit difficult to do some stuff, right? It's like, you know, if you're by yourself, you're going, okay, what do I do now? What do I do now? Or if you're with people, it's sort of like, okay, who am I gonna, you know, you have that kind of, but what we want to be able to do is to bring that in, hold that all in, right? And I'm here alone because my husband, who's also the co-founder of MeDiCLown Academy, is in Canada. In fact, this weekend, I'm supposed to be in Canada doing some stuff with puppets, doing a puppet conference. But right now, whoopsie, there goes my instrument. Right now, I have a little friend. Can I bring my friend on? She's gonna go, whoa! Hi, everybody, how are you doing? How are you doing, Shanti? You're very energetic. Yeah, I'm super energetic because it is lockdown, and if I just lay in bed the whole time, oh, then I don't want to get up, I don't want to shower, and that's not going to be very good because I'm going to go into a deep, deep, deep depression. And then I'm never going to get out. And you know, I got to admit something. Have you used the phone, and as soon as you use the phone, you try to phone someone, and they hear, yes, coronavirus, coronavirus. It's like, oh my God! If I have to hear this one more time, and if someone doesn't answer the phone, it is crazy making. But so what I have to do, what do you have to do? I have to take a deep breath in. So if you guys want to join me, take a deep breath in. We're going to count. See, I have 4 fingers. Puppets only have 4. I'm going to count for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And gently release for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. In 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. In 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Whoa, that was really awesome, Shanti. I guess your name means peace, doesn't it? Yep. And that's when I breathe, I feel totally peaceful. Now, I want to ask everyone out there, that's tough when you're laughing. Yeah, it's tough to breathe when you're laughing. But did you know, Jada, did you know that as a matter of fact, there was someone named Dr. Warburg, okay? A little bit of science, and then we're going to laugh, okay? But he said that, and he was nominated 3 times for an Academy, not Academy, a Nobel Prize. And what he said was that, I know it's a little controversial, but he said that if you have enough oxygen, disease cannot and will not occur. So let's all breathe. And did you notice you took a deep breath in? Good for you, Archana, you're breathing. Yeah, I know, wow, I know. Chippy Art, hi, Hippie Chippy, how are you there? So basically what happens is when you take a deep breath in, it changes all these things in your hair. See my hair? It's like neurotic hair because I breathe and I stay calm. That was pretty good, yeah. So breathing is really fun. Can I put you down so I can get up and do some stuff? Yep, I'm gonna go down, okay? And we're gonna do some other stuff. Are you guys ready? Give me a thumbs up. Are you ready there? Okay. Okay, Jada's got 2 thumbs up. We're going to, thank you. I love what I'm doing. I love all of you guys out there. We're gonna, I'm just sweating like a little piglet here. Anyway, we're gonna put our hands together and you're gonna go, very good, very good, yay! Now, you can stand up or you can sit down, whatever you are totally comfortable with, right? I'm just gonna, whoops, you can see my chest, you can see everything, whoopsie, peekaboo, as I wipe up. So put your hands together and we're gonna go, very good, yay! You gonna try it with me, Archana? Ready? Go, very good, very, yay! Now, very good, yay, beautiful. If you're in Tamil Nadu, we're gonna say, Rambanella, yay! We'll do Tamil Nadu because that's where I am, and then we'll do Hindi, okay? Rambanella, yay! Again, Rambanella, yay! One last time. And when you, beautiful. And in Hindi, I think it's Bahut Acha, is that correct? Bahut Acha?
Bahut acha. Right, Bahut acha.
Bahut acha. Ready? Okay, we're gonna go Bahut acha, yay! And I know you saw my knees. Okay, it's okay. 1, 2, 3, go. Bahut acha, yay! Again. Bahut acha, yay! One last time. And then shake it out. And if you're sitting down, you can stand up and then just shake, 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 shake it up, shake it out. And you know what? I have my clown dress on because I can do this with it. So it's super important when you're in lockdown to wear some fun clothes. And look what I can do. I can go, I'm hiding, and I'm turning around. So enough of this nonsense. We're going to get very serious now. We're going to put our hands together and you're going to look right into the camera. And you ready? I don't know if this happens with Insta or not Insta, but with Facebook.
Yeah, if would you be showing us something about how to wash our hands in lockdown?
Yes, 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 yes. Let's do that. Should I do the greeting first and then we'll do that?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Put your hands together. And because we're in lockdown, safe distance, okay? And we're going to put our hands together. And you're just going to put your hands down. And you're just going to go. Now, okay, safe distance, you're going to give me a high five. Again. And take a deep breath in. And and again, high five. And now remember we did the bahotata, bahotata. Now take a deep breath in. We're going to do that. 1, 2, 3. Bahotata, bahotata. Yay! Again.
Yay! This is awesome, Fif. This is awesome. I think people are loving it. I'm getting all sorts of messages. The energy is intoxicating. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, all these people who are coming in. I'd like to acknowledge you as we go along. Shubha, Dada, thank you so much for coming in. Yes.
So I don't have my sanitizer here, but I have my soap here. Okay, so I want everyone to join with me. It's going to be a little bit of call and response. Now, I haven't even told you about what I do with medical clowning, but I've been a medical clown for a number of years in Canada. It started as a profession, actually, in Canada and in the United States. Why didn't it start here? Because we didn't need it here. We had intact families. You know, in Canada and the United States, quite often you didn't have people. You didn't have your grandma, your grandpa. You didn't have all of that. So when my friend Karen Ridd in 1986 started working as a student, she basically said, she looked around and she said, there ought to be clowns. And Michael Christensen, another one of my friends who started this, and both of them are my mentors, started this in the United States. He also looked around and basically said to a doctor said to him, you know, a clown is no place for, a hospital is no place for a clown. And he basically said, and a hospital is no place for a child. So medical clowning, and it's called therapeutic clowning, because I was in Israel and I did some stuff in Israel. I took courses in Israel where they had a degree program. I did a lot more things in the medical field, right? But anyway, more of that later. Let's just get into some of the fun stuff here. Okay, so where I, along with an 8-year-old boy, when I was a medical clown, therapeutic clown in Canada, what happened was they hired me, the clown, go figure, right, to go in and train all the doctors to use proper hand washing techniques. So this is what we did with the 7-year-old boy and myself. We invented a song. Now, it was based on Here Comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, yeah. But we used Microsands, which was the name of the hand sanitizer. So I'm going to sing a line, and I invite you to sing with me. You ready? It goes, here comes sanitizer, here comes sanitizer. Your turn. Here comes sanitizer, here comes sanitizer. Give your hands a squirt. Give your hands a squirt. Put your palms together. Rubba-dubba, yabba-dabba-doo. That one was long. Put your palms together. Rubba-dubba, yabba-dabba-doo. Now we go through the fingers. Through the fingers. Don't forget to go on the top. Yes. Around the thumbs. Yes. And up your wristies too. Tickle your palms. Tickle your palms. Sing it with me. Tickle your palms. Get under the nails. And the germies will cry, boo-hoo. Clean hands. That's what we do. And now, I hope you guys had fun doing that. And,
Yeah.
you know, rather than all these posters and, you know, you have to do this and this and this, when we begin to sing or to do actions with our words, then that's where the real magic starts to happen. That's where we start to shift our brain waves. You know, we have neuroplasticity, so our neurons in our brains are starting to totally shift. And that's what's so absolutely fantastic about that song. Thank you for asking me. And then what ended up happening, how do we keep kids happy in lockdown? Very, very good. And I'll show you some stuff right now, Jada. So Jada, can you tell me how old the kids are? So as a matter of fact, one of the things is to create new songs with them. So that one was Here Comes Santa Claus, and then we put new words to it, right? So if you tell me how old your kids are, because everything is very, very age appropriate. I just finished doing some stuff with a 21-day program with kids that were between the ages of 8 years old, beautiful, between the age of 17 and 24. Very different than an 8-year-old, right? 8-year-olds love stories, right? They love to play, they love to create, and especially if you start mixing up stories. Once upon a time, there were 3 little bears and 7 dwarves. And I go, no. Because of course you've got your 3 little bears, which is from Goldilocks and the 3 little bears, and then you've got the 7 little dwarves that are from Snow White. And I'm so sorry. Yes, you say, yes. So what happens is you begin to use their imagination and pull different stories in, and they'll correct you. And then you go, but let's use our imagination. And when they use their imagination, all sorts of beautiful things start to happen. The other thing is they're spending so much time, because what else to do right now, no? You can spend time on the computer, but what if you do things on the computer where you're playing? Like, let's do something with faces. So if you guys can all join me right now, what we're gonna do is, let's pull a sad face. It's a lockdown face. I can't play with my friends and I don't like it. So one of the things is you acknowledge it and you go, I know. It's yucky. It's totally yucky that you cannot play with your friends, right? There's my darling Lalit Kumar, who I love, who's in one of my classes, and you just go, Lalit Kumar is very good at this. And now what you're going to do is you're going to go like this. And what would happen if you became happy? Let's see a happy face. Now what happens if you go between Now go between happy and sad, and let's see if I'm going to count to 10, okay? So let's start with happy, super happy, big eyes, as big as you can. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And as sad a face as you can make. And now after that, what we're going to do is we're going to do it in 6 counts. Are you ready? 1. And you're going to go from this face to happy face, 6 counts. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And back up. Beautiful. Archana. Did you see that? Did you guys see Archana's eyes? They're like big, like saucers, right? Now you're going to go back down again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's do it in 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And see, that's beautiful because then you've engaged them, you've got them using their muscles, and then you can tell stories around that. What happened when you were sad? And then, you know, really, really listen, because the stories that are going to come across are the stories of what they are possibly feeling when they are in lockdown. The other thing that you can do, now this is not just for an 8-year-old, you can do that across the board with anyone. And that's super important to remember that, right? But by the way, the breath work is really important because, you know, it's something that the kids will learn as well. You can say, and the puppet, I have another puppet here, okay? Have puppets, right? Or have them create, and I'll show you a puppet that we've created. This is Norchu. Norchu is my little mouse puppet. He's actually been blessed by the Dalai Lama, but, you know, so sometimes you give them a puppet and you say, you know what? Can you take him and can you feed him and can you put him to bed and take care of him? And when you give them that responsibility, they will also eat. They will also go to sleep on time because now they are the parent or they are the caregiver, right? So this is a beautiful thing. So quite often I'll have my puppet and I'll say, you know what? Norchu is so special, but I really, really trust you. And you get in close, right? You get in close. And you say, I really, really trust you. And would you like to take care of Norchu? Do you think 5 minutes would be okay? Or would you like an hour? And they might say, now, an hour, that's fantastic. So then you have empowered them, right? You've empowered them to do something that is really, really beautiful. The other thing is, what's super important is I'm gonna show you how to make this in just a minute, but can everyone just get a piece of paper? Just a normal, it can be newspaper, it can be whatever. And we'll show you a craft right here and now, right? Right? So while we're doing that, while you're getting a piece of paper, I'm gonna show you what we created in lockdown. And I did this with my students, Lalit Kumar, who's there. There's a couple of others that I have. Madhu just joined. She's one of my students as well. Thank you, Madhu, my darling. And so this is a puppet, okay? But we started out with an empty sock, just a sock. Here, I should have showed you that last. So here I had a black sock and I filled it. I happen to have stuffing, right? But you can fill it with newspaper. Hi, Nithi. You can fill it with newspaper. You can fill it with fabric. You can fill it with anything, right? And you push it. You push it. But sorry, I got distracted because my students are coming on here. Before that, and this is super important. This is fantastic for everyone. You have all your ingredients, so to speak, or your materials, and you put them out. So I had papaya leaves because I couldn't find anything else. I had papaya leaves, I had, you know, broken jewelry, whatnot. I put it out in the front of where we are. And then each of us went around and I would say a virtue that I have that I could share with you. So Jada, this is really important because what you can do is you can share this with your 8-year-old and you can say, don't go too adult though right now, no, you know, have some fun. You can say, you know what, I share with you my laughter, and the other person has to say, thank you, Mom, thank you, Amma, thank you, whoever, I accept your laughter, and you accept it and you hug yourself, right? Then you go to the next person, if you have a few people in the family, then you say, Appa, I give you my caring. And Appa will say, thank you, Archana. I accept your caring. So what a beautiful way to start to introduce some of these virtues. Then you can get into punctuality and tidiness and, you know, all of that, but don't go too heavy, no? So then you have all the ingredients. You have your puppet eyes, your nose, whatever is there. Don't go out and buy anything, no? Then after that, what you do is you bless it. Everyone, everyone come, take your magic fingers and you bless it. You bless it and you say anything else that you want to put out there. That is your puppet's brains, okay? Nicola
Beautiful.
says it's beautiful bonding.
I'd like to acknowledge Rami, Ramakan, Sayu. So they are all saying hello and they are really loving what you're doing and the energy is really awesome. Fif.
Beautiful. So
yeah.
What you end up doing is you end up filling, yes, bonding is so important. You end up filling the song and you will find that if you put music, and even if you don't, but just say, let's do this quietly. Let's just do this in silence. And they will actually do it. And if you're doing something with someone online, which is what I did with my 18 students, and then that afternoon we did it with 9 to 12, there was a few 8-year-olds in there, 12-year-olds, and they were all silent. And so you stuff it, then you either tie it or you create a knot with it. Sorry. And then, you know, this can be the hair of the puppet, or if you have wool, you can, and I'll show you the finished product anyway. So then what you end up doing, and this is my finished product, it just came out of the freezer, okay? But this is what I had, okay? I took a hair clip for the mouth. I took some stuff for the eyes that was just paper plates. This fell off my chappal. As I said, this is papaya.
Yeah.
They bond with their puppet, and they look at their puppet, and sometimes it might take almost an hour to do this. It could be anywhere from half an hour to an hour. You look at the puppet, and you fall in love with it. You say, I love you. I love you. I love you. And they do. And they hold it. And then you give your puppet eyes, nose, and we do the virtues here. You know, I see beauty. I hear beauty. I see grace. You do all of this. It takes a while. I'm doing it very quickly. And then you breathe life into the puppet. Just like, and then you take your third eye and you give it your wisdom. And then you whisper whatever you want to whisper. You know what? I really love you. I really, really love you. Love is such an important word. And then you created a puppet. And now you say, what's your puppet's name? I don't know. Oh, hello, I don't know. No, that's not his name. And then you create. And then you say, well, should we see the different voices? Okay, is this your puppet? No. Is this your puppet? So you just begin to play with the different modulations of your voice. And then, you know, the puppet can scratch. You can teach good habits of making sure that you cover your mouth when you cough, and you think. So there's all these beautiful things that you can do. How can I do this with my family? Yes, exactly how I showed you, Jada. You can actually spend an entire time doing this with your family. And it can take, when I have done this, I've been doing this for about 14, 15 years. I've done it with kids in Uganda in a war camp. I've done it with seniors that are 94, 95 years old. And it's absolutely amazing. So you begin to ask them what they want to do, and you can create a whole family. Now, I told you I would create another puppet with you. Do you have your piece of paper? Okay. So this is, and you can stretch this, and then I'm going to do a song for you. So what you do is you say, is this a dog? Archana, is this a dog? No.
No.
It's not a dog. No. Well, we're going to create a dog, and I'm going to fold it from one side to the other, and I'm going to go, I'm going to make a really good crease,
yesterday was Women's Health Day. So those of you who haven't gone, I think this is kiddie stuff. They think, no, they won't think it's kiddie stuff. It depends on how you do it. You know, I do this with firefighters and I do this with frontline workers. So it depends on how you deliver it. So as a matter of fact, 4 of our clowns are going to go and do this with police officers. You take it and, okay, so now you've got a triangle. Is this a dog? No. I was telling you about, then you fold it the other way. Origami is great. Jada, are your kids boys or girls? So then, hi, sunshine. Okay, you go like that. And then you fold 1 ear down. Yeah. Then you fold the other ear down, except it's not a year. Okay. And then you take this little thing and you flip it up. Sorry, I have to go onto my lap here to do that. And flip it down here. And then you take, sorry, I don't have a pen here, but I'll show you the finished product. You can get them to color it. Girls, okay. You can get them to color it. You can get them to write on it. And you can ask, does your dog wear glasses? And ask them. And make sure it's something totally different. And then you can have a...
Cute. Excellent. Awesome.
Yeah. And as I was saying, you know, actually, I don't know if any of my students are still on or if you just came on and left again, but can you say what it was like for you and how you did it with other kids? Because when we did it for 8-year-olds, they loved it. They absolutely loved it. And as I said, we do this for paramedics, for police, for officers. It's all fantastic. So, my gosh, I just want to, I realize it's, you said we just go for a little bit. Can I do a song? Jada, this might be something that might be of interest to you.
For that, I just want to ask you one question. How do you get away with the all the chores you have to do in the lockdown, you know? Is there any way to beat the blues on that? Is there anything you can give us some tips on how to lighten the mood there?
Yes, absolutely. First of all, get everyone to pitch in. Everyone. So it's not just mom that's doing it, right? So it's dad, the kids, even grandma and grandpa, ama, appa, they can do something. I'm just going to go get my broom, okay? And I'm going to show you. My broom is usually here, but I have to sweep. I'm coming. Okay. So with your broom, can you hear me? Yeah. So with your broom, for example, you know, you might be sweeping, okay? So as you're sweeping, so you're not sweeping. What happens if you start sweeping? And as you're sweeping, it suddenly becomes boys will probably use this as a gun, right? Girls might say, there's no Bigfoot show, this is for you. Then you can steal them. But the whole idea is we have to sweep this whole space. But what are 5 different ways that you can have fun and sweep? So you're sweeping, and then you're, my story camera, you're sweeping, and then you sweep for a few minutes, and then you go, ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. So you create fun with it. And if you have a camera on like that, you go out, and you go, hello, and then you cross, you go out, and you go, hello. So that's one thing that you can do with a broom when you're, oh, and of course, you know, you can start to use what it's not. It's a broom, but it became a microphone, it became a gun, it became, you know, something that you scrub with. It is, you know, a hair. You know, you don't want to put it too close to your hair, right? But there's so many different things. And when you're, you know, good God, you know, when you have to clean the toilet, I hate cleaning toilets. Absolutely hate cleaning toilets. But if you reframe it, hello, Mano. When you are cleaning toilets, when you are imagining, this is magic powder, swirl, 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 magic powder, and then you begin to play. So it's all about going back and allowing yourself to play. And you will notice that when you leave the kids and they go, I'm so bored, you go, yeah, it's really yucky. You know, it is boring. But they will find ways to entertain themselves. And it happens quite magically. Yeah? Mano, do you want to add anything? Any of my students want to add anything?
It's wonderful. It's awesome. Fif. It's just watching you has uplifted my mood, which is kind of starting to go a little down. It's almost been 2 months now sitting here on this chair and trying to work from home. Wonderful. Yes. Carry on. Please carry on. You wanted to play a song?
I do. Yucky, yes. Kids, actually, people love, I don't know if you can see this, maybe I'll move back a little bit. This is my ukulele. Okay, I'm going to sing, whose name should I sing? Someone put a name in the chat box and I'll sing that name.
For my friend Ishani.
Who?
Ishani.
Ishani. Okay. So this is for you, Ishani. Ishani, 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 Ishani. Ishani is beautiful, ever so lovely. I love Ishani. She is amazing. Ishani, oh Ishani, Ishani, oh Ishani, Ishani, oh Ishani. I love you.
Wonderful.
And when you do that with the whole family, it's really quite magical. You take their names and you don't need an instrument, right? You don't need an instrument. You can just share the love. It's your intention. And if there's certain things, Lalit Kumar, who was on earlier, he wants to be an actor. So it's like, so you bring in those qualities. You say, you're so confident, you're so brilliant. Mano wants to be an army doctor. So, you bring in those things. Madhu is a training to be a psychologist. So you bring so many of their attributes in, and it really supports them in a beautiful, beautiful way. Yeah. So I could go on forever. I'm just that kind of, I get so excited about this work. I never did tell you about MeDiCLown Academy. But yeah, I did this. This was my profession for a number of years in Canada. We're training. What can I say? I go into hospitals. We're very conscious about the training. We have a 600-hour program. These kids just finished doing a 21-day program. Their whole goal was then to be able to go out and to reach out to other kids their age. So starting next week, I know Niti and Madhu are going out and they're working with kids who are between, I think, 7th standard. Oh my gosh, I'm not sure. No, between the ages of 14 to 17. There's another group that's going out and it's all online, right? They're working with kids who are in 12th and having to pass out. And when they pass out, I mean, it's like, where do you go? I mean, you don't know about college, and kids are so flipped out. And so what we started to do is we started to get these kids together, 18 of them, where they didn't really know each other. A few did, but there's a beautiful camaraderie there. We've got someone else who wants to work with housewives because they're saying they're a little older, they're 21, 22, and she's noticing that many of the mothers are like, what do I do? And everything, I have to do everything, right? And then, of course, I'm working with seniors. I just did something with the Bhubaneswar seniors yesterday. So they're all going out, and the whole idea was, how do we reach out to people during this pandemic, during this lockdown? Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Somebody's asking you, where do you get your energy from? Love it.
I get my energy from whoever I'm looking at. I am so blessed. I'm really, really blessed. You know, my aunt was a medical doctor. And this is basically what got me involved with this. My mother was a teacher. My father was a joker. And my husband, who I love so dearly, is in Canada. And I'm here. I was supposed to fly out on the 17th of April, but I couldn't fly out. So I get my energy because when I wake up in the morning, and if I don't do this, guys, I'll cry. You know, I will cry. And I might be a clown. I might be doing laughter, but it's a conscious effort. It is a conscious effort. I write in my gratitude journal. I write what I'm happy and grateful for in the present moment, but I also look 3 years down with my clowns. We also work in the quantum field. What is it that you see? What is that end product that you see that you want to be, right? That you absolutely want to be. And we focus on that. And we do a whole program called the Dream Builder program. And with that, I wake up in the morning. I've shifted a little bit, but when my husband was beside me all the time, I would sort of go, and the first thing I do is, you know, my face is, you know, scrunched up on my pillow like this. So the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is go, I'm so happy and grateful for my pillow. I'm so happy and grateful for my bed. Now, of course, with Hamish not here, I say, I'm so happy and grateful for the man I love, who we've been together for 33 years, right? And so that's it. And I wake up, I get out of bed, and it doesn't matter how tired I am. I get up, I go, let me go back again. I am Superwoman! I am a super goddess! Oh my God, I'm so tired. But wait a minute. You know, and so I pick up my energy in that way. But you know what, Archana? When I am tired and when I'm not feeling well, you guys called me last night. I go to bed. I honor my body where I'm at that time. And yesterday we had cockroaches and whatnot, so we had to spray, you know, all the stuff. So it was like, whoop.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where I get my energy. But it's writing out the gratitude, because I think during this time, and you know, I was in quarantine. I was quite sick, and I didn't. It's horrible being in lockdown and in quarantine, right? Yeah. Because no one comes to see you. I felt like a leper from the movie Ben-Hur, you know. And during that time, I had to force myself to do things, right? And I meditate. I pray, I laugh, I sing. And when I laugh, it's an exercise, right? Sometimes I don't feel like doing it, but your physiology will shift your emotion. So if you're sort of going around like this, I don't want to do anything. I'm going to feel that way, but if I take that breath in and I smile, and this is genuine, it's not fake, it's genuine, right? And then I breathe, I can shift that.
Amazing, so, yeah. Amazing. It's awesome. Yeah. So do you want to leave the audience with one final act or something? Just for nice weekend? Like,
I wonder if we should...
partying, and, you know, we would have been with our friends and, you know, socializing, and now we are all sitting at home. And any act or thoughts or whatever?
I think there's a few questions that are coming through. Jada has asked, what's a gratitude journal?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's one of the most important things you can do, is to get a journal, personalize it, and every night say 5 things, or even just start with 3 things, where you write, I am so happy and grateful for. And you can say, I'm so happy and grateful for my children. And even if you want to strangle your husband, I'm so happy and grateful for my husband, because that shifts our energy, right? That completely shifts our energy, and it shifts the vibrational quality, because what you put out will come back. So write, and just start with 3 things, but write every night, I am so happy and grateful for, and write what that is. And then in the morning, just look at that and see. And in the morning, you might want to say, I'm so happy and grateful that I have this brand new baby day. And take that deep breath in. And most important, it's so interesting, because people come to me and we do a lot of clown work, but when they leave, the one thing that they say is, I learned to love myself. And for a long time, I thought, oh my God, what am I doing wrong? I want them to do all these fun things. And they just say, I learned to love myself. And right now, some of the people that we've got in the group have gone through some horrific things, and they are learning to love themselves. One girl has had body doubts about her body and her body image, right? So she wants to go talk about this. Another one has just gone through some deep depression. And by coming together, it's to love yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and really look deeply. I don't have my mirror here. Really look deeply and say to yourself, I love you. One girl who's done 3 workshops with me. First time she said she just looked around. She couldn't look at herself. The second time she said she was able to look at herself, but she just kind of pushed it aside. This time she said she actually looked into the mirror. We did this exercise with 100 and with Urja, another one of our Yes cohorts, right? Urja in Mumbai. I did it with 160 women, okay, that were all from municipal workers. They all looked at themselves and they said, I love you. And they said, many of them don't even look at themselves in the mirror. And that was the most powerful thing, is to say, I love you. And then look at it from high, look at it from low, and hug yourself. Hug yourself.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Wonderful, wonderful. Love yourself, hug yourself. I want to just acknowledge some of our fans on Facebook as well. Bhavna is saying it's not easy at all. Most of all, it's so difficult to love oneself, uphold and honors oneself above others. So very important. And then there are other people who are acknowledging, and it's been a wonderful, wonderful evening, Fif. If there are any other questions anybody has, we have a couple of more minutes to just type in anything you would like to know.
Can we put in our website and our Insta page? So
yeah, I'll do that, but people would be able to see that. And when I download this video, it will be available on our IGTV channel, and then I'll tag you on that so that everybody can see. Yeah, and we'll also put it on a YouTube. Yeah, it's wonderful, wonderful.
Beautiful. And if anyone wants to get in touch with us, please do, because, like I say, the kids right now are reaching out to people their own age, but also people who are older. And there's something very, very important about being able to reach down in a fun way, but not a silly way. I mean, it is silly, but there's also some beautiful things, that are creative, that's working with the virtues, that's working with reframing your mind, reframing your brain. But please keep safe distance, use hand sanitizer, use your mask. I mean, if your kids don't like the mask, look, this is my mask.
Oh, wow. That's a nice, colorful mask.
Yeah, it's made in Oroville. And I wanted to show you this. This is my clown nose. Can you see it?
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And these are I know you can't hear me very well, so I'll take my mask off. These noses are made out of nungus. They're made out of palmara seeds. So they come from the earth and they go back to the earth. And so just beautiful, beautiful stuff. So I'm very, very blessed. And thank you so much, Archana and Jay Cherie, for inviting me and MeDiCLown to share in this wonderful journey. And I hope we've given you a little bit of a shot of the laughter vaccine. Let's spread this virus. Yeah.
I think it needs to happen almost every month, you know, because till we get the real vaccine or the health vaccine. But laughter is one thing which is going to keep us going. You're right. In India, we have families, and you know, a lot of us still have very close cousins, so we joke around, and you know, we can laugh it off. So here, the social structure is different. But even as I say that, I know that there are a lot of people out there who are lonely, who may be with families, but they're still feeling lonely, and you know, they're like so many other things. People are looking for their purpose in life, their children, adolescent,
Yes.
elderly. So this is very therapeutic, and you know what you are doing, and yeah, some of it may sound very childish, but you know, when you look at the overall thing, it's just awesome the way, you know, it heals you from inside. And I can't thank you enough, Fif, for coming on this show today and, you know, honoring us. And there's so many people who are sending me messages, and I'm sure when we put this up, there will be many more who would have missed it today, but they would look at it. So thank you so much. And